Welcome. It is time to talk about 2023. I didn't think we would get here in such a major epic manner, but we did. And this year was just wonderful. And it was especially blessed because of all of the stuff that we went through the past couple of years. It seemed like almost every destination did beautifully. And we're on track for a wonderful 2023. People are already, clocking in those advanced bookings, and we're thrilled. So thank you for all of the support that you've given us throughout the years, even during the toughest of times. And now that things are moving forward, this is just a little bit of a showcase to show some of our partners and what they're introducing for next year and beyond. But what's trending in our world beyond what you're going to see in the next few minutes? Charters. Charters are intensely popular. They were during the pandemic, and they have just grown and grown and grown because regardless, people love the experience. So charters in Croatia are an amazing value. And with our partner Via Tours, we have just access to an incredible amount of boats, from small to large, moderately priced to absolutely super mega yacht luxurious, with all of the trimmings and all of the water toys and the facilities that you would expect on such a vessel. So they're great opportunities to island hop. We also have charter options in places like Greece and places like Turkey, with wonderful DMCs to support that. Speaking of Greece, what we're finding for 2023 is it's just not all about Mykonos and Santorini. We want to talk to you about other islands, Zakynthos, Naxos, Paros, and beyond. Greece has a ton of islands to explore, and our partner Easy Greece is really, really good at that. So we'd love to introduce you to them. And I'd love for you to think about that. Greece was just extraordinarily popular. It always is, but the last couple of years, it was just booming. And this summer was incredible. So if you want space this summer, two hints: book now and look elsewhere, because there are so many different islands with beautiful opportunities for beaches, cultural immersion, amazing culinary. Look beyond just what you know and trust Easy Greece to share their expertise with you. We've also got some Asia product. Now that Asia is open and fully ready to, roll out the red carpet, we've got Aurora Travel, and they've got the most immersive programs across Cambodia, Laos, Vietnam, Thailand, and Singapore. So if your clients have been missing Asia and want to dive into that experience, it's an amazing part of the world. And what Aurora Travel does really well is they're able to blend several countries together in a unique itinerary to make sure that you touch on at least two or three countries when you're going to go. And they've got women-focused tours, shopping tours, cultural immersions, eating in people's homes and living like a local. It's just beyond. And I love what they curate. They have amazing guides. So if you do want some inspirations that are just easily accessible on the web, let us know and we'll give you that link, similar to all of our clients. Africa really is always it's just a journey of good fortune. And we have, the two Neptune properties, the luxury lodges in Kenya and Tanzania. And then, of course, we have Private Safaris, who handles all of Southern Africa and also connects it seamlessly and beautifully. In Europe, we've got plenty of partners for you. We have a couple of different folks that can do multi-country journeys, like Finest Journeys. And then, of course, we've got Via Croatia, and we have pretty much coverage all over Europe. So we're excited. And the Nordic Ways has been kind of one of our new partners this year, and they handle the Arctic Circle. So that is super fun. We're talking like Northern Lights, snowshoeing, meeting Santa in Finland, ATV tours across, the snow-filled tundra. I mean, just amazing things that they come up with. It's not an inexpensive journey, but it certainly is well worth it. Costa Rica, we've got Swiss Travel, who's amazing, and they're putting together some lovely adventure-based tours for mostly groups and incentives. And then one of our newest partners this year too was Galaxia Group, who does Egypt and the UAE. And they've been extraordinarily, just creative and very, very responsive. And I should say, just to kind of wrap up, we have DMCs pretty much in every part of the world. So we cover over 80 destinations. So please reach out if there's anything that you need. And if we can't help you, we certainly can recommend another DMC outside of our fold that we completely trust. But I will say that one thing that has really vaulted us and our clients is their capability of responding right away. So I love that when I connect somebody with one of our partners, they're going to get a response. They're going to be brought, up to beat with where quotations are, status of things, like, you don't have to be constantly pulling teeth and begging for answers, which is the hardest part of your job. So we're proud to say that they're diligent and they understand the needs and the time frame of the US market. So we're loving that. Yeah, we've got plenty of things to come. We've got our 3 tourism boards that we proudly represent. We're with Visit Hungary, we're at St. Martin Tourism Bureau, that's the Dutch side, and then the Satochi region of Japan. So we have many more projects to come, a lot of different FAMs and media trips that are coming down the pike for next year. But as always, if you want to visit any of our destinations, please reach out. You don't have to wait for a group FAM. Places like India, who we work with in High Tours, they have constant modules available that you can take advantage of anytime. And a lot of our destinations do too. So you can wait for a group, and that's fine. But if you want to go on your own, all of our DMCs and our hotels will help you with that. So that's never a problem. So I'm going to turn it over to some of our partners who are here today. But of course, you have our portfolio. It's on truemarketing.com. And we are always happy to talk to you, help you, and provide you with the best connections for the quotations that you'll need to get to your guests with creativity and lots of marketing materials to follow. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy these brief presentations.
Hi, Gabby. Thanks for having me. It's always a pleasure to be here. And I'm very excited about sharing what we've done this year to give you a few ideas for next year and hopefully see you soon on my side of the world. Here are a few of the first ideas for you guys, maybe for next year. We had a client this year in Austria who actually went out to a horse rescue foundation and suggested them to come to Austria, where is the Spanish riding school, which is the oldest riding school in existence. So we did behind the scene tours, we did the shows, we did the training sessions. This is inside. And then we went down to the stud farm that are in the south of Austria. And again, did behind the scenes tours, met with the master, and continued all the way down to Slovenia. So from Austria down to Slovenia to continue in the footsteps of the Lipizans, those world famous white horses. What did we do as well in Vienna this year in Austria? Well, we did Blitz waltz lessons, and that was a lot of fun. So we had professionals teaching our guests how to waltz in a palace, as you can see on the picture, and it was very, very exciting for everyone. So if we change countries, here we are in the Czech Republic, and I'm not showing you Prague, because I said I'd show you a few things we've done with our group. And just last week, we had a group leave from Prague and Karlovy Vary, which is Carlsbad that you see on the picture. But these are pictures taken from the famous James Bond movie, Casino Royale. And so you see the main colonnade, which at that time was transformed into a train station. This was the famous casino. So we actually took our clients where the movie was filmed, and especially to the Grand Hotel Pup, which was supposedly in Montenegro, but it was not. It was in Karlovy Vary in the Czech Republic. We had lunch at that very same place where you can see Daniel Craig and Eva Green. And after lunch, we actually managed to take them into the spa and have them a wonderful afternoon of relaxation and treatments and herbal therapies, which normally is not allowed for people outside of the hotel. So that was a bit of an exclusive thing that our guests had. They were all from Texas, so they were very excited, especially by the cold, because it got very, very cold while they were here. And as the concierge said, when he was taking them around to give them a quick tour of which famous people stayed at the hotel, he said, if one day you feel like you see Johnny Depp walking down the street, well, it's because it's actually Johnny Depp walking down the street. So this was their little experience last week in Karlovy Vary. What did we do after, and what we're planning to do for next year is that I took them to a monastery where is one of the most ancient Baroque libraries, most ancient in the world. And you see here scenes of Judi Dench, which was in another James Bond movie as well, and that was filmed in the Czech Republic. So what I suggest you to do for next year is actually bring a small group, and instead of staying behind the ropes of the library, we take you inside. We have you walk through the two libraries, the philosophical and the theological. And once you're done, we wait for you with a little sparkling wine, and maybe if you fancy, even a harpist accompanying your little cocktail. If we move on, what did we do? Oh, yes, we took you to a very special place, which is a Cold War bunker, which is under a five-star hotel in Prague. I'm not going to tell you which, but it used to be a place where they used to spy on all the diplomats and foreigners, all in general. So supposedly they're not doing it anymore, but who knows? Let's check it out when you come see it with me. And if I move from the Czech Republic over to Germany, what did we do this year in Germany? Well, yeah, we spent a lot of time in Berlin. And one of the things that people liked very much is that we did a few alternative tours focused on street art and various galleries, just to take you a bit from a different view of Berlin, discovering Berlin from a different view. And all of that we did as well on an old Trabant. So people were actually driving their old Trabant and discovering various street art through Berlin. We can do this with you next year as well. Now let's move on. Where did we go else this year? This year we spent some time in Poland as well with some clients. This was actually a special church tour across Central Europe. And in Poland, well, we organized private masses, and we did a bit of a visit of John Paul II sanctuary and the sanctuary of the Divine Mercy. And ended up as well, because it was starting to be winter time, in the winter capital of Poland, which is called Zakopane. Very cute, lots of old houses, wooden houses, and churches, as you can see on the picture. Let's move on to another country where we were this year. Well, we were in Slovakia. And what did we do in Slovakia? Well, right there, what you see is the restaurant UFO. It looks like a UFO. It has a wonderful view of Bratislava Castle right across. And there we did a dinner. This is how it looks from the inside. And if you noticed from the picture here, there is a rooftop. And from the rooftop, we did an exclusive event after the dinner, is that we took our guests up and we did some stars observations with expert astronomers. It was just a great, great experience. Everybody loved it. And I'm excited about next year. Hopefully, you guys are going to come and experience this as well. And now, last but not least, what have we done this year and what are we prepared for next? We've been a lot in France. Some of you already know that I'm half French, so we do a lot of France as well. Is where I grew up, and then I decided to go live where my other half was from, which is Central Europe and Czech Republic. But what we do a lot for our clients, so if you have some fashionistas among your guests or just people interested in fashion, we do fashion tours. Haute couture, we take you to the newly open Dior gallery. We take you to a perfumery to do your own fragrances. We work with designers and personal stylers, and they take you to whichever type of boutique you're interested, whether you're more into vintage, high-end style, bohemian, very Parisian chic type of clothing, and they take you around, they help you shop, and they actually tell you if it looks good on you or not, in a very, very honest way. And just do this for an entire day, shopping and styling across Paris. So that's in a nutshell a few things that we've done this year, and we're preparing a lot more for next year. So we're very excited, and we're hoping to see you in any of our destinations. Please check out our website, and looking forward to. Thanks, Gabby, and thanks everyone.
Hi everyone, my name is Sebastian Vergara. I'm the CEO and owner of Art Hotels Ecuador and Art Experiences Travel, or DMC. Gabby, thank you very much for the opportunity to portray what we do on our beautiful products here in lovely Ecuador to everybody that is listening to us. I have a short video prepared in which I'm gonna give you a little bit of the pointers of what we do, and afterwards I'm gonna expand a little bit more in terms of things that we can do for you here in Ecuador. Well, as you can see, we have two different hats. One of them is our Hotels Ecuador, which is a luxury boutique hotel chain in Ecuador, and our slogan is Beyond a Great Stay. Beyond a Great Stay for us means that not only you're gonna have like the best accommodations with all the comforts, amazing food, and amazing signature drinks with local components within our hotels, but we actually foster a lot of sustainable travel. Sustainable travel comes to us because we like to collaborate with the people that we have within each one of the destinations. So you're gonna see after each one of the hotels a lot of people that portray the traditions of each one of the sites. This is our second property, Hotel Otavalo, that is a beautiful thing. And what we do is that we design a match between the tourists or your clients with the correct people, correct nature, and correct products in order for them to have a transformational journey. This is our third property, Hotel Cruz del Vado, beautiful pink marble facade. A lot of art and design comes within each properties. And as you can see, even though they're part of a chain called our hotels, each one of them portrays the city in which they are and keeps its own personality. People, one of our most, if not the most important value that we have, not only who visit us, not only who we work with in each one of the destinations, but our people that work with us too. We teach a lot of people service, we teach a lot of people finance, because our ambition beyond having a lot of properties is also portraying what we do as a country. In 2023 to 2024, we're doing this project that we're building up as we speak, and it's in the beautiful property of Guayaquil, a much needed hotel. Only 20 rooms, but we're very excited about it because it's next to the riverbanks. And of course, next to come is the jewel piece of Ecuador, which is going to be the Galapagos Islands. We have been working on this project for a while, and we're going to probably break ground next year if God willing. Our second hat is Art Experiences Travel. I'll be talking a little about how it was born from the sense of collaboration that we have. And what we do is, while teaching these entrepreneurs, the small entrepreneurs that can give you a deep immersion within our culture, we teach them how to serve in the highest level of service. And we take these places and experiences and we create a matchup with your clients, understanding what they need, what they want to do, by really listening to their needs and the purpose of the trip. Hence, we are creating only the circumstances given by people, places, and nature in order for your clients to have a transformational journey. That is what we do in Art Experiences Travel or DMC, and that's how it was born through our hotels Ecuador and our properties that we have alongside Ecuador. One of the things that I want to portray is that being a family-owned company is really interesting. All of the strengths that we have. It is complicated to work with family, but the passion that we put in everything that we do is actually portrayed within the service that we can give. So my mom and my sister are the architects and designers of these beautiful hotels in which we had a lot of investigation going to portray what each one of the cities has to be in terms for you to discover culturally your first immersion within your home outside from home. My wife happened to be a Mandarin trainee in Mandarin Oriental Hotel, so we have our protocols on cue. But what we want to do, what is our mission for Ecuador, is to redefine what Ecuadorian hospitality is all about. We sell Ecuadorian luxury. And Ecuadorian luxury is not just the beautiful hotels that we have, the amazing people that we have, but also the access that we can give. My family has a really good network because we're very active in terms of collaborating with our neighbors, with the state, and with all the municipalities that we have developed hotels. And this process starts since the development of each one of them. So we meet the neighbors and we start like seeing these small entrepreneurs that can showcase a deep immersion within the traditions of each one of the cities. But they also give us access to different kind of experiences that you can have within Ecuador. We try to do things different. We want to create innovative products, and these innovative products have fostered many, many, many vacations of many people around the world, not just the US, but Europe as well. And all of them actually end up with a higher sense of appreciation of the trip that they have because they learn a lot and they meet these people that open the doors to them in order for them to have a transformational journey. That's what we like to do, exclusive access to different things like churches, like libraries within churches, and create magical moments like dinners outside of the hotel in these magical places that we can see. I would love to connect with all of you, of course, through Gabby. I'm like available one email away so we can expand a little bit further about what we can do. And it will be a pleasure to have you all here in Ecuador at some point. And I want you to wish you a happy holiday season. May you be with your loved ones, and I'll see you in 2023. Thank you very much for everything. Thank you, Gabby, for the opportunity. I'm looking forward to seeing you all.
Hello, everyone. My name is Swarnendu Ganguly, and I'm the wilderness curator out here at High Tours. Thank you, Gabby, for providing me this wonderful opportunity to showcase our product to the world. High Tours is an award winning destination management company taking trips for more than 20 years now through India and the Indian subcontinent. Our mission is to provide the ultimate travel experiences to our guests while becoming the most trusted partner for international tour operators. It gives me a lot of elation to read this out to you. We have over 1 million happy travelers who have traveled with us, and we have curated nearly 1,000 audiences for them. Where can we take you? The list is endless, but we have been curating trips through India, Nepal, Sri Lanka, Bhutan, Maldives, UAE, and Egypt as well. But today, my friends, I'm gonna take you through our luxury wildlife collection. Nature, sometimes it is a feeling, sometimes it is an emotion, and sometimes it is simply indescribable. Albert Einstein once said, "Look deep into nature, and then you will understand everything better." Today, I will present our unique luxury wildlife collection of the Indian subcontinent. It has more than 145 national parks and 570 wildlife sanctuaries, not to mention the countless biodiversity farms. It is one of the greatest places to enjoy wilderness in its true form. Watching wildlife in their habitat is an exhilarating experience, and there is nothing more exciting than exploring them in national parks and sanctuaries. You can see scores of mammals, thousands of birds in a single wildlife park, or find single species marching in an entire wildlife sanctuary majestically, such as the Royal Bengal tigers or an elephant herd crossing a river. This outworldly luxury collection is bound to push the boundaries of luxurious wilderness tours to the Indian subcontinent. Let us understand what wilderness, glamping, camping in this part of the world has to offer you. Along with me, where I take you on a quick 2 minutes video through the jungles of India. Join me in that. hope you enjoyed this video. So our philosophy, my friends, for curating this collection at High Tours is to give every guest a fully customized, unique, and non-rushed program. Whether it is enjoying your coffee while you are sighting a feline or spending legend days in a single national park, we can handcraft the journey as the way you desire. Everything is planned to perfection, from getting the butler services your clients deserve to outdoor meals. The plethora of wildlife in the Indian subcontinent is truly a story to tell. Spot the shy leopards out there in the mighty Himalayas, or drive down to the western part of India where you spot the Asiatic lions roaming free in the wilds. Drive to the central plains of India where you encounter the beast, the Royal Bengal tiger, or fly to the eastern corner of India where you sight the great hornbill. The wilderness of the Indian subcontinent is simply unparalleled. Doesn't matter if you are an anthophile, a nemophilist, or naturalist, the subcontinent has something to woo everyone. Everyone should take the time to slow down and escape, but not leave behind their favorite creature comforts. Travel should not be a sacrifice, but an extension of what you love. While traveling through the subcontinent, let us worry about your stay while you focus on grabbing the wilderness at its best in your memories and your lenses too. What we'll do? We will ensure your stay in some of the most unique glamping sites. These are nothing short of the encampments of the erstwhile Maharajas and Maharanis of the bygone era. And the best part is, they all support local communities, and you are contributing to the to traveling responsibly when you stay in these luxury camps. Now, listen to the quiet Sithurism, smell the petrichor, capture a herd of pachyderm, moonglade on the water, or simply gaze at the sky on a starbed and admire the wonders of creations. My friends, we are one of India's leading DMC that focus on sustainable tourism. Therefore, right from the word go, we emphasize giving something back to the local community, participating in a social conservation project, and reducing carbon footprints as much as possible through all our trips. We provide some of the finest, knowledgeable, and insightful wildlife specialists to feed your jungle hunger while you learn about the wilderness in the Indian subcontinent. So, what are you waiting for? Grab your lenses, traverse the jungle, and capture the best. The list is endless, my friends, to talk about, but why don't you connect with me today at hi.tours and allow me to create this magic for you. Thank you so much all for being along with me and introducing the jungles of the Indian subcontinent to you. See you soon somewhere in this area in a fascinating trip. Bye for now. You all have a wonderful day.
Hi, thank you for this opportunity. My name is Roberta. I am the CEO of Nordic Ways, and I would like to present a little bit about what we do, who we are, especially. We just made a rebranding, so this is our new logo. We are super proud to have a new logo now after 12 years. And I think to begin and explain a little bit about the region and the countries that we cover, it's always good to start with a map. I love to share maps and study maps. I think it's a good way to start planning any trip. And we cover 4 of the Nordic countries. So we cover both leisure and MICE in Denmark, in Norway, in Sweden, and in Finland. We are very well specialized in the Arctic region, and we can create itineraries both for MICE and for leisure. When we move around from one country to the other, and you do not need to come back to the capital. So we can create road itineraries up north in our region. And what is new for the 2023 is that we do have some very different and unique experiences. So, for example, like you see in the picture, the forest tower that we have in south of Copenhagen, and it's all related to sustainability, to the country, to try to connect and do quite simple and still see landmarks and icons that are very important. And talking about icons, think about the history and the past. And we do have Vikings, we have monarchy, we have social welfare that came up at the beginning of the 20th century. We have technology. So it's so many concepts that we have in the region, but we still like to give this opportunity to our clients to understand our roots, where we are. So then we see the Three Crowns from our city hall in Stockholm. That is super important to visit, because the city hall is also a place where we host the Nobel festivities in Sweden. And you have the opportunity to visit the saloons and understand the history of Sweden inside this building. Natural phenomena are super important for us, and we do have two big ones, and Aurora Borealis, Northern Lights. It's quite a hit for our region. It's a lot of people that they have questions when to come to see, where is the best place to do. Do you guarantee that we are going to see? So it's a lot of questions around it, and we try to create opportunities and tours that it's not only the Northern Lights, but we have a whole sequence of things to do and a nice storytelling in the Arctic that you have the opportunity to see the Northern Lights and also enjoy the place. And the second great phenomena that we have is the midnight sun, that on summer months we don't have nights. It's quite beautiful to appreciate the summer nights where you don't see the night, you just see days and the midnight sun in the horizon. So it's very nice and it's a pleasure, and we can do guarantee to see the midnight sun if you come here on summer. Regarding accommodation, it's very hard to come and pop up with like a one or two hotels, but I wanted to put these pictures like we can have so many unique things to do here. And this is the biosphere. This is a room at the Tree Hotel in north of Sweden. And you see this, there are 300 bird houses around the room, and it's up on the trees. So you can have something like that, but you still can have a classical hotel where the Nobel laureates stay. But you can also have something a little bit more regular, economic, but still in a good shape, center located. So we try to investigate and understand who is coming to join the trip, and then we create the opportunities of places to stay for each country. One thing that is super important to understand from our region, especially up north, is that you always have something to do according to the time when you come, and we cannot change that so much. For example, if you really want to come to see the midnight sun, you need to come on summer. You cannot come on winter. If you want dog sled, you cannot come on summer. And our winter is so different one month to the other that we created a new way to show our region that we have the 8 seasons of the Arctic. So you can understand what to do and what to expect in our region in each month that you decide to come. So that's how we do connect with the expectations of the clients with what we can offer and try to accommodate this on the best way. So I think this map, this route that we can understand, this is very snow times, that time we don't have the snow, we have the sun, we don't have the light. So we can accommodate better when we understand that we need to respect this because it's a nature thing. And again, another map. I'm sorry to have so many maps, but Swedish Lapland is a place where we put on the top of the list for the future because we do have so many small remote locations that are not so very expected, not connected that close to the main airports, but still they are so precious to visit. So sometimes it's very good to go totally outside the box, totally out of the main routes, and go inner, and I mean, just to drink coffee around the fire with someone that is local and tell you very nice storytellings of that place. It can be like the main point of your region, of your travel. So I think it is important to build a little bit, like to stay on bigger locations, but also go deep in the inner part. So many people just come to us when they think about Lapland. It's just main big cities that they talk. And I say, why we don't create a route? Why we don't go a little bit further than that? And more than that, we do have so many news in our capitals, so many new hotels, new restaurants. There are some that are not so well updated. Some new ones, like it changed so much from 2019 to now. So I think we had been doing in 2022, we had been visiting so many places, connecting again, checking places. So we have this information in our hands to create an opportunity of building a trip with a very good quality, that your clients are not going to go through some issues that we don't want them to pass. So this is, I think, is the main importance, to have a local DMC that is like extending your arms to give a support to your clients, to us. Like, we represent you in our region, and that's what we want to do. I leave here our contacts on LinkedIn, on Instagram, Facebook, and our main email, and anything you can also contact me personally. I wish everybody who celebrate Christmas happy holidays, and thank you for me.
Hi, my name is Hjalmar. I represent Travel Beyond. I want to thank Gabriele for the opportunity to promote our products. And we are a tour operator in Iceland. We believe that our programs are a great addition to what's already available in Iceland. So instead of using the main roads to get from site to site, we create our programs in a way that we use the back roads, the highland roads, as much as possible. Our concept is remoteness in combination with must-see sites. What we will launch in early 2023 is a guided 4x4 self-driven expedition tours. On these tours, the client drives their own vehicle, and our vehicles are modified Toyota Land Cruisers. These vehicles are much more comfortable on gravel roads and trails than original Land Cruisers. Plus, they look so much cooler. We have a tour leader that will lead from the front, and he will work as a guide, an instructor, and a navigator during the tour. The guests, they will follow the tour leader in a convoy throughout the tour. Per departure, we can have from 1 to 5 client vehicles, a maximum 20 people. An agent can have a private departure for his group, or he can join us on an open tour. That is a 3-day tour that we will run every week from March and throughout the year. And one product is one vehicle for up to 4 people. The open tour is a mix of private and open tour. People are private while driving, but they share a guide with the group. And this can be a great way to meet new people while visiting Iceland. As I said in the beginning, these tours are the perfect balance between remoteness and must-see sites. It is our goal that during the day, our groups are alone as much as possible, while exploring the unique nature of Iceland. When we visit known sites, we either do it first thing in the morning or in the afternoon, beating the rush hour. And now I want to pick up a video that we put together for you. This video explains well what these tours are all about. We drive fun roads and trails in a unique landscape that is found off the beaten track. During the day, we make time for short hikes to look at waterfalls, canyons, and other hidden areas found in the highlands. These tours are perfect for families, group of friends, and small incentive groups. We can also do these programs driver guided if your clients prefer. So please enjoy the rest of the video. So that's that. Please contact us if you have any questions. Thank you and see you in Iceland.